the biographical characteristic and how they are relevant to organizational behavior. Do you know what is biological characteristic? Well, all of us were born with different biological characteristics, and it's actually a personal characteristic, and it can easily obtain from personal records. So version of this can be the basis of discrimination. For example, I was born darker in skin rather than my sister. So people always mocking me being black, even though I'm not that black, I'm just brown, maybe too brown. So that is what we call as discrimination. It's not something good, okay? We should respect no matter whatever forms or biological characteristic that we have, and we as the owner should be very proud of what we have. And then we have age. Well, studies shows that turnover and absenteeism rates are lower among the older workers, and age is not associated with lower productivity. Yes, it is. So age is one of the biographical characteristics. You can see older people and you can compare it to younger people. You can see people are different by age, okay, but as well as their maturity. Sex or gender, okay, there is no consistent male-female differences in problem-solving ability, analytical skills, competitive drive, motivation, sociability, or learning drive. But women earn less than men for the same positions and have fewer professional opportunities. So, due to the differences of gender in organizations, the women always doesn't get the equal opportunity same as men. So this still happen nowadays, even though lots of organizations are now are doing a gender equality principles, but there are also some of them who does not respect this and still compare between male and female. Race and ethnicity, okay, this is a very common biological characteristic that can cause discrimination. Race and ethnicity, for example, that you are having a Chinese or Indian or a Chindian working with you, so they always face a problem because sometimes people say that if a Chinese working in a Malay company, then the Malay will be focusing on the Malay itself, while the Malay also said that if a Malay is working on a Chinese company, then the Chinese will give more attention to the Chinese worker. So actually this thing can cause discriminations. I always thought that it doesn't matter who you are, what are your races, what is your ethnicity, as long as you can do the job right, you can do the job done, then you deserve to get whatever you get. But if I am a Malay, you are a Malay, but you are lazy, I don't think that you deserve to get whatever you should get because you're a lazy person. So this is where becoming a manager, it's really important for you to understand this. You cannot be biased because just because you are Malay and then whatever the Malay done or whatever the Malay do, it is correct. No, it's not. You cannot be biased, so just treat people equally. Then you'll be good enough. Alright, and then biographical characteristic again, we have disability. Workers with disabilities receive higher performance evaluations but may have lower performance expectations. Why? Because they have disability, so we don't have expectations so much upon them. Biases against those with mental impairment may be especially strong. Okay, so discriminations always happen to disabled people. We always thought that these disabled people can't do anything right, but sometimes they might be better than us. So we can't just simply judge people for who they are or how they were born with. We just need to work with whatever they have and try to appreciate whatever they have.